some tension there gripping Punjab's Amritsar. As we see, Bhagwant Mann government now appears to have buckled under pressure after Khalistani ideologue Amritpal openly threatened the Punjab government to drop cases of or face consequences.
You think it's a certain element? You think this voice of these so many people, thousands of people gathered here, and it's a one-day call. I told them one night before to come here. Imagine if it was a one-week call, what it would have been. And they stopped, like 10% Sangat was able to reach here. All people were stopped on different points, arrested, detained. So what? Pahila Singh Sabha. Okay. So, see, everything could be avoided, but I didn't start it, but I ended it.
But sir, the way, was it a correct way? You said that you did not start it, but do you think that to take law and order into your hand, was it the right way? Violence erupted?
No, I said it was the only way we had. We didn't do the violence. We came here to get myself arrested. I told them to arrest me also.
Okay. My last question is, there are news coming that, information coming that your aide, Lathi Singh Tufan, would be released from...
Soon, yeah. We will take him and go to Darbar Sahib.
Okay. So do you think it's a victory of yours?
It's a victory of truth. It's not victory of me. It's victory of Sikh people. It's victory against injustice. So I say it's a victory.
What sort of injustice you are saying that? What sort of injustice has happened to you?
See, if it's a fake FIR, now he's being released. It's injustice when some innocent person goes to jail for nothing. It's injustice. Okay. Do you agree to that?
But the way you give the speeches, number of people, the young Sikhs just comes in contact with you. They also follow you, started following your speeches. Do you think that it's not giving a wrong impact on the society, especially in...
I think it's a very right impact. People are living drugs. Youth are living drugs, living a Sikhi life, inspired by Sikhi life. So I think it's a better way to live. It's rather than dying in drugs, do something and die.
People say that you are following Bhindrewala and you are following...
He's my inspiration and he's the inspiration of every youth living in Punjab. It's a reality. Don't just turn away from this reality. And it will damage more if you hide this reality or just try to ignore it, be ignorant about it. It will not help anybody. This is the reality of Punjab. This is a reality of every Sikh living on the planet. Maybe some, state-sponsored Sikh will not agree to it. But every Sikh on the planet respect Bhindranwale as a sant. We see him as an inspiration. The life he lived, the way he died, it's all inspiring.
Amritji, right now in Punjab, the summit is going on. Industrialists all across the world are coming here to invest. But don't you think that was it a way the thing happened here in Amritsar? It will give a wrong impact, wrong message to...
Do you think the Punjab government should have done this fake FIR and we had to do this? They should be more careful about what kind of situation will happen if they do such thing. They could have sit with me and did it peacefully. I offered them to negotiate. I offered them to come to me and do this. They didn't do it.
Okay. Thank you. It was Amritpal Singh talking to India today exclusively, said that they welcome the decision that their aide Lathi Singh had been released from the jail.
All right, that was Amritpal speaking to the media in a first right after he steps out of the Ajnala jail, or the court, where you saw a sea of supporters there demanding that he and his close aide, Lovepreet, be released. They claim that false FIRs were slapped against them. They were arrested for no fault of theirs. But the kind of protest that we saw, unprecedented. Huge a sea of supporters, the Khalistani supporters who came by to demand that Amritpal Singh and his close aide Lathi Tufan be released. We heard Amritpal as he speaks saying that this is a deliberate attempt to defame him and his movement. He is the face, or rather the chief of Waris Punjab De, a group that fights for a separate country called Khalistan. This group itself, Waris Punjab De, has been founded by late actor, activist Deep Sidhu. In fact, it seems like it's gaining momentum at this point in Punjab, and it appears that the Bhagwant Mann government have buckled under pressure after a sea of people there who appeared or landed up with swords and wielding swords, knives, almost threatening the police and the government that if you don't release our people and quash the FIRs that have been filed against them, then we will attack you. We will take law into our own hands. That's more or less what we saw. Let's have a listen yet again. Amritpal, right as he feels victorious after cases were dropped on him and his close aide, speaks to the media. My colleague Lalit also on the spot there, bringing us the latest.
High tensions could be seen here in the Ajnala town of Amritsar when hundreds of supporters of Amritpal Singh, the head of Waris Punjab, they kept this police post under his custody for almost 6 hours. Amritpal Singh supporters could be seen swinging swords and breaking the barricades when hundreds of supporters just forcibly entered into this police post. But if we talk about today's situation here as a precautionary measure, hundreds of police personnel have been deployed so that yesterday-like situation did not arise. So right now you can see that on the both sides of the roads, the heavy deployment of police could be seen. And if we talk about after there was talks between Amritpal and police officials, the police officials were ready to leave their close aide Lathi Singh alias Tufan after Amritpal Singh gave ample evidences that he has not been involved in the kidnapping and his name has been falsely implicated in that case. With video journalist Girish Durgapal, this is Lalit Sharma for India Today, Ajnala, Amritsar.
बात चल रही है already and everything is done. They are doing the documentation to get the guy released और उसके बाद हम लोग बात करेंगे. और ऐसा कुछ तनाव कल भी नहीं होना था अगर ये लोग पूरे पंजाब को बंद नहीं करते, डिटेन नहीं करते लोगों को और लोगों में गुस्सा नहीं आता. और पहले आप वीडियो एविडेंसेस देखें, पुलिस स्टार्टेड द लाठी चार्ज, पुलिस इनिशिएटेड द लाठी चार्ज, देन you know people broke the barricades and came to the police station. I didn't even want to go into the if I had to go to the police station, I would have done went by with my people only. But when something happens, when there is so much crowd, nobody can tell them what to do or not. Even I try to calm them down.
On the 15th, the incident of kidnapping and beating up took place, and then subsequently on the 16th, the FIR was registered, and then obviously arrest was happened. And then it does seem that Amritpal, with his arm twisting tactics, has managed to not only kind of ambush Punjab police, but also has managed to get away. Is Punjab police buckling down under pressure?
No, ma'am, no, nothing of a buckling down. Punjab police has a every state police of this country, they have a history, and Punjab police is one of them. So it is not that the Punjab police is buckling down. As I have earlier told you, that simply on the evidence based, if the evidence which they have given to us, and I am quite convinced that he was not present on the spot, that is all. And secondly, regarding the situation which happened yesterday, I have earlier told you that we have to see the larger aspect also.
There's a lot of talk about red flags being raised about the efforts to revive in Khalistani, and this entire thing happening at a point of time where questions are being raised. You think there has been a calibrated response of Punjab police in this entire regard?
Ma'am, Punjab police is capable of taking care of each and everything. That I assure you. And we will take care of. That is all.
आज इन्वेस्ट पंजाब था देश भर के दुनिया में वक्त देशों के लोग आए हुए थे तो ये इस तरह का मैसेज जाना लगता नहीं आपको तो आज ही क्यों ये घटना हुई सच्चे सोचो ना पंजाब के विकास में जो लोग जो ताकतें पंजाब को विकास को ढकना चाहती हैं वो ऐसे ऐसे करते रहते हैं हथकंडे बरतते रहते हैं जो भी आदमी अमन कानून की स्थिति को खिलाफ करेगा उनके खिलाफ कानूनी कार्रवाई होगी भाਵੇਂ जो मर्जी हो हम अमन कानून की स्थिति को खराब नहीं होने देंगे
मेरे को लगता है कि कानून किसी को अपने हाथ में लेने की इजाजत नहीं होनी चाहिए और जिस प्रकार से हुआ है मैं उसकी निंदा करता हूं और मैं पंजाब सरकार के मुख्यमंत्री को कहना चाहता हूं और केंद्र सरकार को कहना चाहता हूं कि आप इसी प्रकार से अगर मूकदर्शक बनके देखते रहेंगे तो पंजाब दोबारा फिर बुरे दौर में जा सकता है। मैं बार बार कह रहा हूं
पंजाब सरकार आंखें बंद कर बैठी है वहां पर पंजाब सरकार क्योंकि इनके एहसानों तले दबी हुई है, चुनाव के दौरान में इनके कारण से चुनाव जीते थे, इनका सपोर्ट लिया था, आज इसलिए उनके खिलाफ एक्शन लेने में घबराते हैं। एक व्यक्ति सरेआम पंजाब सरकार को चैलेंज कर रहा हो और उसमें पंजाब सरकार एक्शन न ले, दिखता है कि पंजाब सरकार की कमजोरी क्या है। मैं अपेक्षा करता हूं कि अरविंद केजरीवाल और भगवंत मान और राघव चड्ढा इस पर तुरंत एक्शन लेंगे, अन्यथा भगवंत मान को इस्तीफा दे देना चाहिए।
Now, meanwhile, India today has accessed a video in which Amritpal Singh can be seen threatening Amritsar SSP Satyendra Singh. Let's have a look.
ਜੰਤੀਆਂ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਾਲ ਤੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ। ਇਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰਿਪੋਰਟਾਂ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੱਕ ਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਿਆ। ਪਰਚੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀਤੇ, ਸਾਡੀ ਤੜ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ। ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਮਰਨੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਡਰਦਾ, ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਜੁਰਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਪਿਸਤੌਲ ਮਾਰੋ ਗੋਲੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ। ਕਰਦੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ।
ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਥਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਆਰੰਭ ਕਰੀਏ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਦੇ
ਇੱਥੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼
ਬਸ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੈਂਸਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਦੇ ਦੋਗੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਰਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹਰੀਰ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਉਧਰ ਚੱਲੂ।
ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨਸ਼ਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਗਲਤ ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ? ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਛਡਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਵੱਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਧਮਕੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਹਥਿਆਰ ਜ਼ਬਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੰਮ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰੀਏ, ਫਿਰ ਉੱਤੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਧਮਕੀਆਂ ਦਿਓ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ, ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਥ ਲਾਇਆ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲਾਓ ਹੱਥ, ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਥਾਣੇ 'ਚ, ਕਰੋ ਅਰੈਸਟ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਕਰਨਾ।
ਕੈਂਸਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਦਿਓ, ਸਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਨਵੇੜੀਏ।
ਜਿਸ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਕੰਪਲੇਨ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂਟਲੀ ਅਪਸੈਟ ਪੀਜੀਆਈ ਚ ਇਲਾਜ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਮੈਂਟਲੀ ਅਪਸੈਟ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਪਰਚਾ ਦਰਜ ਕਰਦਾ? ਉਹ ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਲਾਗੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲ ਮੋਟਿਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ?
All right, let me quickly cut across to Kamaljit Sandhu, who joins us from Ajnala Court right outside. Kamaljit, what's the situation now? I hope the Punjab police have successfully contained it. And give us a quick background into the allegations that this man Amritpal makes, saying that false FIRs have been leveled against them.
I think more or less the stalemate is over and the situation is diffused, especially after court just released the orders for release of Amritpal aide Lovepreet Tufan. So that is likely to happen later in the evening around 6 o'clock or so. But will there be a victory march? Will they go to Harmandir Sahib? Will there be a show of strength? That now needs to be seen, because this is going to be a response which Punjab police is going to watch out for. Now there has been a lot of violence ensuing that particular FIR, and remember there would be a fresh case, but meanwhile it does seem that Punjab police seems to be under pressure because despite injuries to 5 including their own SP, there has been no action and no arrest in that particular case. The fact and the focus is obviously on diffusing the situation to ensure that the tempers are calmed down, but also there are questions being raised on the law and order issue. Now remember, as far as Punjab is concerned, with the new government at the helm of affairs, the Aam Aadmi Party just about completing 1 year in March this year, and remember 23rd and 24th have been very important dates for Punjab government, because they were also doing the World Economics or the Business Summit for Punjab, and this is where they're looking for investment. But with several of the opposition parties gunning after them, talking about law and order, and significantly the timing of this entire clash itself may have hurt Punjab, where they could be looking forward to other things. But here it is, the Amritpal issue has been hanging fire for quite some time, because for several months post the death of Deep Sidhu, the actor who had formed Varis Punjab Day, Amritpal Singh had taken over at the helm, and then thereafter he's been making some provocative statement. He has been going from one place to the other. He's also been propagating about Khalistan, the ideology. But he's been saying he's been doing this within the limits of the Indian laws, that he's been doing it very, very calmly.
All right.